Hey guys, so it's kind of an informal deal today. I did want to um I just wanted to apologize for the informalness of this video. I won't normally be this bad, and oh my gosh, my glasses are back on, but that's okay. Because I added this in obviously. But anyway guys, I wanted to apologize for the informalness. I'm just chilling out on my bed and I had thoughts to spurt out, so yeah, okay, bye. Kind of just had this topic up on my head and I was like, okay, I need to talk about it. And so, what's kind of been going through my head is the topic of mental health and the stigma around it. So, I mean, okay, let's just start here, okay? So, I found these statistics and I just wanted to share them with you, okay? Major depressive disorder affects over 6% of the adult population, which means 18 and older. The latest statistic on suicide states that 33,000 people commit suicide each year, and that includes all ages. 2.2 million people each year in the United States have OCD already or are diagnosed with OCD. 15 million Americans have some form of social phobia, which is almost 7% of our country. Self-mutilation is almost impossible to statistic because so many harmers hide it, but the majority of them are teenagers, just like me, just like my little sister, just like our sons and daughters, sisters, your sons and daughters, sisters and brothers. The thing to note with self-mutilation though, as once started, it continues far into adulthood. 1% of the population will suffer from anorexia or bulimia, and 3% of the population will suffer from a binge eating disorder. And 1 out of 10 Americans have reported a bout of depression at some point in their lives. So, tell me something. With so many disorders affecting so many people just in our country, all these statistics come from America, so that doesn't include the world. Why are we so silent? We see the commercial for depression occasionally, and some drug they can take for it that allows your brain to produce more happy chemicals, but it has some terrible side effects for some people. But other than that, nothing. Television shies away, and it's not just television, but media shies away from showing the true facts of all these statistics. It's not true for all, but the majority chooses to remain silent. There's lots of websites that allow you to sign up to talk to people who suffer from it too, but then it's just those that suffer from these different problems. Okay, let me give some background, okay? Why I'm so, riled up and just, this subject is passionate to me, and why I've chosen it for my second video. For 2.5 years, I've wondered what's wrong with me. Why I was fated or found out about and became a statistic of self-mutilation. My case is my case, and each person's case is their case with whatever they bout with, but in the grand scheme, we're all one of these statistics. I'm a statistic. And I've spent hours scrolling through Tumblr, which is a blogging website, and through the countless tags of these cases of depression, of eating disorders, of suicide, of social phobias, of anxiety, of all of it. And there's so many people struggling in secret, and while most of the people on Tumblr are teenagers, they're a representation of the secrecy. They post it there because they know others struggle there too, but they don't bring it out in the open. And I guess that's what makes me sick. Such a stigma has been placed on keeping your problems inside that these people who are struggling so hard can't even tell their own parents. Maybe it's not parents. Maybe they can't tell their best friend. They can't tell their favorite teacher. They can't tell someone who cares so they can get help. Why are we pushed to the side? I can't explain their stories, but I can explain my own. See, for 2.5 years I've kept silent. For 1 whole year, I told absolutely no one about my battle, and then I let in 5 people. And out of these 5, 1 is still in my life. And see, I now have this constant worry because these 4 people know and they can use it any way they want. For the next 1.5 years, up to today, the battle still includes today, people know, but no one says anything. I've even tried to seek help, and the people I sought to said yes, but to be honest, nobody really knows how to help. And so, it fell apart. I let it fall apart. I was like, if I can't like have help from somebody who doesn't know how to help me. And see, I wonder if the case is so many people worry because of the judgment that comes along with the stigma. You tell someone and you worry what they're going to say or how they're going to act. This is just the side of someone having a bout of one of those diseases, though. See, I've asked someone who watched their own family go through a bout of eating disorder, and they say they don't know what to say or do because they don't know how to help, which leads to my question: how can society change this? I realize, at least in America, we're going through some hard times as a country, and the fight for justice for a lot of things comes from all sides. There's no justice in this area, though, that at least I'm working towards. Just people who desperately need acceptance and help. And they have no idea how. Nobody knows how to help them either. How do you help someone who has OCD and still needs to continue in daily life? How do you help someone see their worth outside their eating disorder, outside the depression, outside of feeling like an outsider in their own society? I'm not pushing for justice, I'm pushing for help. Maybe the idea I'm about to propose is one of a utopian society, but part of me hopes it could actually work. See, I dream of a society where my scars don't outcast me, but people look at me just the same as my counterpart with no scars. I dream of a society that helps rather than hides those who function on a different level. Some of the issues that have become more apparent, such as eating disorders and OCD and depression, but nothing to the extent that they should be noticed. Social phobia, being cast off as shy, self-harmers as being cast off for attention seekers. Imagine if high schools talked about the ways to keep yourself positive, if they sat down and tried to help those with social phobias, if they had a safe place where someone could go if they were having an anxiety attack, or if they needed a safe place where they could focus in on things that make them happy. This is hypothetical, but what if cities and towns did that? Instead of just trying to give someone some numbing medication or hospitalizing them till they have none of themselves left, they had programs like I described. I know it's utopian, and yet I still hope. So I want to tell you guys something. My goal in becoming a secondary education teacher is to help people, girls and guys alike. I want to be their teacher like I'm supposed to, but I also want them to be able to come to me when they need help, like the help I so desperately needed in high school. Whether that be they aren't quite sure how to get their work done because they have OCD, whether that be they don't know how to throw that blade away, whether they haven't eaten in 3 days and just want to feel themselves again, whether that be they can't do a group project because they can't talk in the group without feeling anxiety. Any and all of it, I want to be able to help them. So, I guess to kind of wrap this up, I'm tired of the stigma. I'm tired of the silence when I scroll through the Tumblr and I see everyone that hurts and they feel like they can't go to anybody. It drives me up a wall. No. I'm still fighting my own battle, and yet I can't stand the battle everyone else goes through. So I guess my closing thought would be, when you see someone on the street, you don't know their story. You don't know what they have to deal with. You don't know anything about them. But if you get the pleasure of finding out their story, and they do have a fight with anything, but in my focus, a fight with mental illness, don't treat them as outcasts. We're not outcasts. We're just like our counterparts. We just have a battle against ourselves to wage. So, I know this was kind of heavy. I don't know, not what you kind of expected from a second video, but it's just something that's really been pressing on me lately, this stigma and the silence that surrounds it. But let me put in the comments what you guys think. I mean, let me know. I mean, send me a message, put in the comments. I mean, if you have me on Facebook, send me a Facebook message, send me a text message if you have that. I mean, just let me know what you guys think. Yeah, but that's it. Alright, just let me know.